welcome to the Robbie Coker Show. I'm David Holt, sitting here with the infamous, the legendary, the one-of-a-kind Robbie Coker.
You must have not had your coffee this morning, Dave.
I've had about half a cup, and I'm working on it.
You're going to get going a little bit better than that to get me fired up this morning. Cold weather's got me beat down.
It is an early Monday morning as we're recording today. Hope you had a great weekend. We're excited about Plainview basketball in the next week or two, and hopefully a little further down the road. You excited about basketball? You're a little sleepy this morning.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, I like where our team's at. Obviously got a big week ahead of us. I think we've got 9 games over the next 3 weeks if we do what we're supposed to do. So I'm sure the guys are excited. Usually you play 9 games in 21 days. You probably won't have a lot of hard practices. So it's a great time of year, obviously.
Well, they seem to be fairly in shape. Are you pleased with where they are?
Yeah. I thought we did more with the COVID the way it was and as little times we had in the summer. We probably did more conditioning in August and September than we maybe have ever done. Mm-hmm. The guys were, they certainly felt it that way anyways, I guess. But yeah, I am, condition-wise, I think we're in pretty good shape. Of course, Jathan and Levi's kind of playing themselves into it a little bit. Henderson now getting hurt and coming back. We'll probably lose a little bit of his conditioning. I know he's been riding the bike and trying to stay in the best shape possible, but there's very little you can do to simulate game action. Mm-hmm. And hopefully we can get him back in the mix in the next week or so.
Well, I was going to ask about him, but I'm glad maybe recovery's coming along fairly well. Went up just the other night and played Sylvania on December the 1st. Sylvania is always a big rivalry game. Lots of people in the gym to see that game. Looking at the stats, I noticed everybody played about the same 3 minutes apiece. Is that kind of what you got in mind? Everybody sort of playing the same amount of minutes?
Well, you know, we do try to keep up with our minutes, and we try to keep our guys fresh. Obviously, the game sometimes dictates the substitution pattern, you know, foul trouble, etc. But for the most part, we try to keep our guys fresh. Anytime we can keep them we like to keep them less than 26 minutes if we can. And I think our we only got 8 guys right now with Henderson being out. I think our guys are kind of figuring it out, and I feel like our depth can be a positive factor for us as the season goes along.
Well, a big win. Lots of people there. Noticed that we had Cole Milliken and Dylan Heyman were big point scorers, but Jonah Williams just kind of showed out. When he's hot, he's hot.
Yeah, no question. Our guys do a good job of finding him. You know, he's shooting the 3 ball at a crazy high level right now. I think he's shooting over 50% for the season. Our guys do a phenomenal job of finding him. Dylan, certainly. It's ironic. Mr. Harrison out our season stats, and the guys that we have, what they're shooting right now, a couple surprises. You know, we're through 10 games now, really a third of the season. As you look at it, like I said, in 3 more weeks, you'll be at 19 games. Wow. So you'll be 2/3 done and going into January. But it's always good to look at those season stats and see where guys are falling. This group has a potential to really, really shoot at a high clip. They do a good job sharing the basketball and taking the right shots. And like you said, Jonah had 24, shot 4-7 from 3. Dylan went 4-6 from 3. I think we made 15 threes for the game. Just a pretty impressive performance offensively by our guys. Sylvania tends to play some matchup zone, and sometimes it can make you passive. We really challenge our guys not to get passive against that zone, and I thought we did a good job attacking it and creating some gaps and then creating easy shots for our teammates. I'm looking at the number. We had 18. We had 13 assists. 13 assists, so, you know, just 4 turnovers. We're getting better at valuing the ball. When we get shots to the rim, you know, we're a pretty good basketball team, and to have that turnover number so low is certainly advantageous for us.
Mm-hmm. Well, we were successful coming away defeating Sylvania. Their coach was not able to be at the game that night, but I'm sure we'll see him when we play him again.
Yeah, no question. Tyler, I think, I don't know if he's in contact tracing or if he actually had it. Coach Talley over there. I told her,
Came out of retirement.
goes
for
back to
that.
my old school day. Crossville and Sylvania was in the same area when I was a water boy back in the day for Coach Rice and Coach Jones. And, those teams that Coach Talley had in the '90s, early '90s, were really, really good. It's I think he's doing a service for his community.
We're going to have to find
Sylvania.
some pictures from your mom when you were a water boy.
Oh, if she's got them, I guarantee there's. You got to remember, my dad's carrying a camera in every game, so
That's true.
I'm sure they're out there, no question.
I bet there are more pictures of you stuck in albums than you care to admit.
Well, you brought it up, not me, Dad. But Dad was, it's crazy because in those days, film, nobody even knows what film is anymore.
Yep.
And then you had to print them,
Yep.
so you didn't take a lot of pictures. You took some, but
Yeah.
it ain't like now. You don't just take 75 pictures a day. There's no telling how many pictures my wife has on her phone of our kids doing something stupid.
That's why you're paying for storage on the
That's
iCloud.
That's right. So, but there's a lot of pictures. I was only a child. They waited 11 years to have me, and then my dad was, a sports guy with a camera. So you can imagine there's a lot of pictures floating around in Skirm.
Plastering someone's wall. I don't know who, but I'll get with your mom and see what we can find out. The other night, Asbury came to town, and Asbury has a long tradition of being a basketball school. They love their basketball. And this is not a negative, it's just an observation. So I sit lots of nights with a scorekeeper on my left side, and when they come in with a table and a printer and computer, they're serious about their basketball.
Of course, Coach Pelham, when at school, I think I was doing my student teaching at Geraldine. I'm pretty sure I graduated in December of '05. So 05, 06 was the first time they had a high school basketball team in Asbury. They were junior high for years. Mm-hmm. Those kids went to Boaz, then they went to Albertville. Now, I think they went to Albertville first. Then when Albertville went city, they went to Boaz, and Boaz went city. They'd have a push for those kids to go to school. Geraldine used to steal some couple. My dad used to always tell stories that it was easy to win at Geraldine. You get 5 from Pembroke, you get 5 from Grove Oak, you get 5 from Skirm, you get 5 from Asbury.
Yeah.
You'd have 25 starters there fighting for 4 or 5 spots. But, it's always been a tradition-rich basketball program. And Coach Pelham took that job. And you guys don't know, Coach Pelham had been at Albertville, had it rolling, went to Jack State as an assistant for Bill Jones, who he played for. Then he took the Buckhorn job. I think he took Buckhorn to the state tournament. And when he took the Asbury job, people were like, what? That's a little step back from Buckhorn. But he's got a big farm out there, and he loves those people. Those people love him, And he retired last year, now he's contract coaching.
Okay.
But yeah, they love their basketball. They're going to support at a high level. And I thought our guys did a good job of taking what the defense gave us. They're going to play physical, hard man-to-man. Everybody knows how Johnny Pelham's going to play. He's been playing that way since he's at Albertville in the early '90s. And I thought our guys did a good job of just taking great shots and valuing the basketball. Once again, only had 5 turnovers. I just thought we were in control of the game, and I thought our guys did a good job of executing and finding the right shots again.
Well, just proud of the guys. Most of the guys, 4 of them are in double digits. We got Jonah Williams with 14, Luke Smith 13, Cole Milliken with 10, and Dylan Heyman with 11. That's what I like the most about watching our team play. It seems like a team. I watched a game, I don't want to say the school, this past Saturday, and they were so heavily dependent on one player. And, if you double team that player, there goes their point maker. But one thing I've noticed about our team is a team effort. Everybody works together, pass the ball really, really well.
Yeah, sometimes we've had teams where we're depending on one guy having to put the ball in the basket. And it makes for stressful nights as a coach. And, as a player, I'm sure, you got to go up and get 18, 20 for us to win. It puts a little higher stress on a kid. I think our guys, like you said, they share the ball. I think the right guys take the right shots. 3-point percentage was good again. We shot 44%, made 12. Luke got going. He went 3 or 4. It's funny. They shoot over 40% from 3 too. Luke, Jonah, it's crazy about mentality of kids. You know how they're the I coach them fairly the same. You know, everybody's a little different, but if Luke Smith misses 2, he may not take another 3-pointer. You know, for a quarter. If Jonah misses 2, he's going to take one the very next possession. You know, he can't. You know, it's just. So it's funny how different people act to different things. And Luke, I've been challenging him. He's got to be a good player for us. Everybody knows that. He treats shooting 3-pointers like free throws. Like if you miss them, like it's the end of the world. I mean, you're gonna miss them, man. I mean, if you shoot 40%, out of 100, you're gonna miss 60.
Yeah.
And you gotta have that mentality that.
Get the next one.
That's right. You gotta have a short-term memory when it comes to missing, and we've kind of challenged him a little bit on that. And it was good to see him make 3 of them the other night. He continues to be really good for us, on the defensive end. He gives us that shot blocking presence. He's so long on the ball in the press,
He is. How tall is he?
I was crazy. I hadn't measured. He's over. I'd say 6'4.5". I don't really know. He might be 6'5".
When you stick those arms out, it just goes forever.
He is long. Got a little athleticism to him. Got a little bounce in his step. He continues to get better for us. Dylan Heyman shooting at a crazy clip. He went 3 of 5 again on Friday night for us. I just think we shoot it well because we pass it well, and we shoot well because we take the right shots. And as a coach, it's always good to see your guys do that. And
yeah.
We got guys that pass up good shots to get great shots, and it's fun to be a part of.
Well, we've got some great basketball coming up just tomorrow night on Tuesday. What is today? On the Tuesday the 8th, December the 8th, we're traveling over to Spring Garden. Now, you talk about basketball.
Another person that takes her basketball serious, Coach Grizz gives me a hard time about scheduling Spring Garden. But Coach Austin and I got together, I guess 3 or 4 years ago, got talking ball. A guy I've always known. His wife was the head coach at Jack State when I was in school at Jack State. I've known Coach Austin for some time. Just always comes off as a phenomenal guy. And we got talking ball. We decided we were going to play. And he said, Coach, he said, and he just took the boys, I guess 5 or 6 years ago now. I don't know. He was, he's legendary girls coach. Took the boys, had some boys coming through. I think his boy's a junior now, his youngest. He said, Coach, if we're going to play, he said, we need to play for more than 1 year. He said, he said, you guys are probably a lot better than us right now. He said, but I think, I said, well, Coach, we're always struggling for games. So we play 2 every year. It's a hard road trip.
Not an easy way to get there.
Not an easy way to get there, and they're going to get up in you, and they're going to be physical, and his name's on the court. He gets a couple of calls probably, and it's got to be better. How many times he's used that line with them officials? But
yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, just a hard place to play, and all those guys are back. They went to Birmingham 2 years ago. The boys did as sophomores, and then last year they got beat in the regional finals by a team that beat and probably choked it off. They probably feel like a little bit. Now they're all back again. Now they moved up to classification as 2A. But their football team went to semifinals in 2A.
Yeah, they're athletic over there.
They're athletic. They're physical. They're tough. A lot of holdbacks. If you remember, they got the hair and the stashes. I mean, they grew up facially better than I do. So all cousins, get the Kirk boys. Just a physical. I've only played 1 game. They hammered Cedar Bluff last Tuesday, and then he's had another week off to practice. So I'm sure we're going to get a shot in the mouth and be interested to see how our guys respond to a tough environment.
Well, I've never been to Spring Garden, but I'm coming Tuesday night. I want to see that game. I know it's going to be fun to watch, and so we're excited about the road trip, even though Coach Griggs may or may not be happy about it.
Yeah, no question. It's amazing to watch the Spring Garden girls play. It's just amazing. He's got a little daughter, Ace. I think she was MVP of the state tournament last year as a 7th grader. They won it again last year. I don't know how many he's won anymore. It's 5, 6, 7. I don't know how many they've won now, but he's figured something out. I mean, those girls, the way they guard, the way they defend. I mean, you just get hardly any. I mean, I can imagine coaching against it. I can see Griggs, but there's some well-respected coaches in there. When they play Spring Garden, when you look at the score, it just blows you. I mean, them girls, man, he's got something figured out. They guard the world and make it really, really hard to score. So I'm sure he probably didn't sleep very well last night.
And probably won't tonight either. And then later in the week, tell them who we got. Friday?
Oh, we got 5 Friday, I think. Yeah, I got 5. First time in a while, been on regular season schedule. Going to their gym. It's been a long time since we played there. Another key area game.
Yes, yes. Big game Friday night at 5 High School. You definitely want to be there to watch that game. It's going to be intense, I'm sure. Always 2 good basketball teams. I think they've got most everybody back from last year.
They lost 2 good guards. They lost Buster. Austin, I always think Buster's his first name. I think I'm always disrespectful. It's Austin Buster, I believe, the little wing. It made a bunch of shots against us, and then they lost Gabe Gardner. They lost 2 guards that had great seasons for them last year as seniors. Obviously, bring back Parker Godwin, MVP of the county, all-state player. Mm-hmm. Obviously, a good basketball player that scores in bunches, makes hard shots. Then they've got Micah Johnson, another senior, big long kid that was the defensive MVP of the county. Good. I hate to call his first name. He's got a brother, so I don't want to call him the wrong one. It's Goolsby. I think it's Tate. I think it says Tate. I think his brother graduated. I just always called him the Goolsby boys. He's back, another senior. And then the Dalton kid, obviously, big, strong, physical specimen. Division I athlete. Mm-hmm. And then Xavier Works, a kid from Geraldine, athletic guard. That I think he's a junior. I think he's the only junior. I think the other 4 starters are seniors. So certainly going to be I assume, a good environment, a high-level basketball game.
Yes. It'll be a high-level basketball game. That'll be the place to be on Friday night. But on Saturday, I was looking at the Bobby Ledbetter, what's the full name of it?
Bobby Ledbetter Classic, brought to you by the Mountain Valley News.
I'm telling you now, that is some basketball coming up Saturday night at the DeKalb County Schools Coliseum. Actually, it starts at 1:30. I'm going to let you talk about that because there are some big names in basketball coming to Rainsville, Alabama.
It's crazy. We got this thing together. Bucky was still at Mountain Brook. I think he owed Van Meter at Oxford a game. I think he owed Van Meter a game at Oxford. I think that's how it worked out. And Bucky, being the typical Bucky, always has to go his way. I think he figured out a way to manipulate Van Meter to play in that game here instead of
down there.
Still at Oxford, And of course, Van Meter was good with it. He knew it'd be a phenomenal crowd and all that. So it started with Oxford and Mountain Brook playing, and then we were going to find somebody to play. It actually started with Oxford, Mountain Brook, and then we talked to Coach Latch at Spain Park. It's going to be us at Spain Park. Well, I just started, me, if you're going to have 2 games, you might as well have 4, So I just kind of sent out mass text out, and we got to where, and next thing you know, we've grown this thing, and Mountain Brook and Oxford ain't even playing now, and we're not playing Spain. It's crazy how this thing's grown. But get Oxford versus Grissom.
At 1:30.
At 1:30. Grissom obviously now being coached by Jack Dawson, is coaching state history. At 3 o'clock, you got Thompson and Addison. Addison's going to be by far the number 1 team in 4A. They beat Calhoun Saturday at Huntsville. Got 2 really good guards, obviously, in Spoody, and he's got another kid that came back to Addison that was at Faith Christian, I believe. Spoody now has been offered by Nick Saban to play defensive back. He played football for probably 8 games, and now I might tell you how athletic he is.
Wow.
Then at Thompson, of course, Drew Pyle's the coach there. Drew is, I think it's his 3rd year now. He's trying to build that thing. He was the basketball coach at Spanish Fort when Mark Freeman was the football coach at Spanish Fort. So when Mark Freeman got the job at Thompson a year later, he hired Drew as they obviously worked well together. Then at 4:30, you got Mountain Brook and Hartselle. Hartselle's got Brody Peoples, who's some people say the best player in the state. Kid is going to Liberty, already signed with Liberty. I think he's averaging over 35 a game right now.
Wow.
He's getting buckets. And of course, they play Mountain Brook, who has been the perennial power in Alabama now the last 7 or 8 years. We play Pickens County at 6 o'clock, Pickens County. He called me looking for games. Nobody else would play him. That's how we get picked. Nobody else would play him. And it drives me nuts. They're a 1A coach. Okay, guys, they're a 1A state champion. He's got 4 transfers in. Now they played in the football state championship game on Friday. So we've been texting. He said, "Coach, we're going to practice Sunday, Monday, play Tuesday, play Friday. We'll see you Saturday." So,
He's ready to play.
oh yeah, they're going to get going. And who knows, how, I obviously haven't seen the tape yet. They play tomorrow, but they won the 1A state championship last year. If you know basketball, Pickens County's probably won the state championship 4 or 5 times. Extremely athletic, very competitive, play very fast. And then at 7:30, you got Spain Park and Huffman.
Oh,
Spain Park, some people think are one of the 3 or 4 favorites in 7A. And Huffman, obviously, is the 6A state champion last year. And always has a good ball team. So, obviously, we feel like we put together a great event.
oh goodness,
Bobby
yes.
Ledbetter's been good to us again. Help us to get these guys in here. And I tell you guys, it takes support and money to put these events on, and we're thankful for Bobby Ledbetter and all he does for us. And we're excited about this event. The COVID, I'm a little nervous about it. As of Friday, everybody's gave me the thumbs up. So, we're on right now. How this week goes, I said these schools canceling games. Who knows? As of Friday, we're all thumbs up now. It may change in a couple minutes, But
Yeah.
we're going to do the best we can to put on these 5 games and put these 10 teams together. I think it's going to be a quality basketball event on Sand Mountain.
Admission $5.
$5, yeah.
I mean, that's a bargain to see
probably
these
should charge
big
that. I just
schools
said that.
come into the 3rd annual Mountain Valley News presenting the Bobby Ledbetter Twin City Classic. Again, those teams, you can check out social media. Mountain Valley have it on their social media. I'm sure our school, our basketball, many of us can share it. That's Oxford and Grissom at 1:30, Thompson and Anniston at 3, Mountain Brook and Hartselle at 4:30, Plainview, Pickens County at 6, and 7:30 will be Spain Park and Huffman. So be sure to come out to the Coliseum on Saturday afternoon. $5 is a great way to spend a Saturday seeing some quality basketball. You can't get to a state tournament and watch games like that.
No question. I mean, every one of those guys have state tournament aspirations. It's going to be fun. It's probably not very good scheduling to play 5 area game on Friday, turn and then try to host this on Saturday play.
I don't know who schedules your games, but
Probably not the
somebody
greatest.
needs to. But listen, coming up right after that, you've got the Sand Mountain Tournament, which is also at the DeKalb County Schools Coliseum. I believe North Sand Mountain is hosting that?
No, nobody's hosting.
Nobody's hosting.
It's a awkward situation because of the COVID, because of the situation. We met as a Sand Mountain coaches met on Thursday and got together, and we've tried to put together a plan. We're talking about how we're going to sell tickets, how we're going to do everything. It's a work in progress. It's going to take a lot of people to pull it off. But North Sand's going to be able to host it again next year.
Okay.
Because it's such a good fundraiser for the school. We didn't feel like it was fair this year with everything. We're going to split the money evenly this year between every team. We're just trying to have the tournament with what's going on. And maybe by next week we'll have some more information on that. We've got the brackets set. Everybody, I think, we got out a little early on. We were a little upset about that. We want to wait and see. We've got some teams in quarantine. I think that's on the bracket. Maybe. I mean, who knows how this thing's going to go? It's going to be a fluid situation. There's going to be some awkward situations throughout the course of this season. We're going to do the best we can to make sure this semi tournament continues and these guys get to play in this event.
It's a
been going on over
tradition. Been
75
going. How
years.
long has this Sand Mountain Tournament been going on?
I know early 50s. It may be further back than that. We've got records back to the early 50s of who won. My dad tells stories about walking from Skirmill to Geraldine on a Saturday afternoon to get in line to be able to get in to watch the Sand Mountain Tournament. So it's been going a long time. Quality, it used to be bigger. It used to have Boaz and Apple in it. I think, at one time they were in it. I know you can see their names in a couple of the final scores to the mid-60s, I believe. I think they dropped down to the mid-60s. Kind of turned into a Jackson County DeKalb County event then. But it's a prestigious event that so many people, I looked in the room. There's 9 teams. There's 18 teams, varsity and JV. And I think 16 of the 18 coaches played in the Sand Mountain Tournament.
Really?
I think the only one in the section the girls coach didn't play in it, and then our girls coach Griggs because he's at Collinsville. You know, so I think there's 16 to 18 coaches, and now I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. 16 to 18 coaches played in the semi tournament. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
So,
that's pretty cool. Can you imagine what it would look like if we had Boaz and Albertville still in it?
It'd be awesome. You know, I would love. You know, 9's such an odd number. You know, you need to get to 16 if you could. It'd be great. 12 could probably be doable too, but if we could add, you know, in theory, I think Susan Moore's still on Sand Mountain.
You got Asbury.
Asbury now's on Sand. You know, Asbury played in a couple times in the 2000s.
Sardis.
Sardis is probably that. Well, it's close, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess that is counting the
It's
mountain.
still on the mountain.
That is the mountain. It would be awesome if we could get everybody on the mountain one time to play it again. That would be pretty cool.
Maybe that's something that we can get for something in the future.
Because nobody has enough work to do already. So let's invent some other work.
Well, that's probably true.
But yeah, it'd be, you know, it's a, you know, there's not many tournaments still going on that started in the 50s you know.
That's for sure. Everybody looks forward to it. You come out and watch some Plainview basketball. It's going to be great this week. Tuesday night over at Spring Garden, Friday night at 5. Saturday, great basketball at the DeKalb County Schools Coliseum, and then the Sand Mountain Tournament. So, so proud of the boys. They're doing really well. Do you brag on them?
Yes, we brag on them.
Okay. He does. I just didn't know if most people watching you from afar would realize that.
And all the negativity, I mean, they went to a dark place here. I mean, all the negativity.
Just trying to keep you honest there, bud. Come out and watch some great basketball. Thanks for coming this early morning. We're going to go to work, so thanks for watching. Until next time, have a great week.
Hey folks, this is Andy White down here at Bobby Ledbetter's Twin City, and I want to invite everybody to come down here and see us. We're located at 1015 Gulf Avenue South here in downtown Fort Payne, and I want everybody to come down and check out our inventory. Bobby always keeps the inventory refreshed. We've got new stuff coming in every single day, a lot of stuff going out every day. Listen, we appreciate everybody in the area coming down here, letting us earn your business. I'm telling you what, this year's been great for us, and every year we get nominated and then we get voted in as the best in DeKalb. So I want to tell everybody we appreciate y'all doing that for us. Let us know we're doing everything right. So y'all come down here and see us, 1015 Galt Avenue South. You can shop us on the web at Twin City Used Cars, or you can just give us a call at 256-844-2210.